Alright, hello, squad. Can y'all hear me? Am I audible? At least enough to the point where I'm not clipping, you know, or being too loud. Alright, hello Albert, hello Super Dark, welcome to my recurring nightmares. Yay! So, y'all might remember a few weeks back we were watching some Christian media, and I was gonna watch like this full-on creation... Tiny bit distorted. Okay, I think I know what the problem with that is. One second. Is this better? Is this in any way better? Is it? Is it? A bit quieter, but yes. Okay, I'll turn the volume up. Alright. So, welcome to my recurring nightmare. As I was saying, I was like really, I'd say just done with it all by the time we were about to get to the creationism video. So we're going to be doing that today. Yay! Y'all should be excited. So anyway, there we go. I have some wine with me to drown out the pain. It's barefoot. I know you'll say that barefoot shit, but I'm a poor bastard. I have to buy $5 wine to numb the pain, okay? So, this is the this is what we're going to be watching. It's a VHS widescreen crop, because this was the best version I could find, of the Creation Adventure Team. And I picked this one specifically because it was on Jesus Camp, which is a really good documentary. I highly recommend it. It's about evangelical fundamentalists. Watch it. It's good. Time for some 4,000-year-old Earth videos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is indeed young Earth creationism. So, honestly, I don't know what else I need to say to, start this. Let me just pour some more wine and we'll get on with it. Wait, you've seen this one, Albert? Where? How? Oh, wait. It took me like 2 seconds to realize that you were referring to Jesus Camp, not this. Yeah. Get your drinks. We're about to watch some really bad shit. My glass is half full. Or half empty, depending on whether you're an optimist or a pessimist. I love how the uploader has a Rejuveneek profile picture and is called a Cold Demon Cassette. Absolute insanity from the back of the tape. The Creation Adventure Team embarks on an unexpected adventure wherein they use amazing new inventions to help a student with her science report. Buddy and friends reveal the wonders of the 6 days of creation, with the help of the hilarious ABC cam, showing that the universe is the work of God and not millions of years. Yep, it's young Earth creationism. Run for your lives! It all makes sense when the class looks through BR glasses, whatever that is. My volume got knocked down. It was probably because I had my mic set on down. Do I sound better now? Do I sound better now, Super Dark? I had my mic set down for a second. Alright, cool. From a submarine deep underwater to an airplane high above the earth, Buddy and his team are out to explore biblical reality glasses. Because as we know, the Bible is a true and honest historical document. Reveal the unseen truth about God and the world around us. This kid-friendly series combines live action with cutting-edge special effects and animatronics, plus 2D and 3D animation. Every video is accompanied by a fun song, oh I can't wait to get to that, and tons of humor. The Creation Adventure team features real-life dinosaur expert and recording artist Buddy Davis. Who? Who the fuck's Buddy Davis? Okay, it's probably not... It can't be that dude. It can't be this athlete. Yeah, no. Never mind. It's probably just some nobody. He has dug up duck-billed dinosaur fossils. Did it actually say fossils? Please tell me it actually said fossils. It did not. Damn it. In Alaska and recorded several Christian music albums, but Buddy is probably best known for his life-sized dinosaur models. Among these is a full-size T-Rex for display at the Answers in Genesis Creation Museum near Cincinnati, Ohio. Fuck you, Cincinnati! Alright, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this madness? Let's do it. We shan't delay no longer. My MacBook just went to sleep. Oh. Before I forget. I'm unmuting desktop audio.
The Creation Adventure Team. It's an exciting new show that's not just for kids.
What the fuck? Did Buddy here get married in a traditional Ireland, Ohio warehouse wedding? Fuck if I know.
Oh yeah, man.
Y'all can hear it, right? I'm just adjusting my own volume. Also, fuck is this Discount Elvisaurus Rex?
The Creation Adventure Team. It's an exciting new show that's not just for kids.
Oh yeah.
It's not. Wait.
It's an exciting new show that's not just for kids.
I love how they're all just wearing eye patches. I'm guessing those are the biblical reality glasses. This is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, man.
Elvisaurus Rex?
What it is it teaches you the difference between you. Appearing from, nothing. Oh, man. Or you, appearing from God.
What the fuck?
Awesome.
You'll take off on an exciting adventure.
So, here's something that I want to ask Christians. And those of you who follow Abrahamic religion and know it more than I have, feel free to answer this for me. But this is something that confuses me. God was, born out of nothing, right? So if God made humans, wouldn't that mean that humans, by technicality, were born out of nothing? Discuss! The tape's quiet. Okay, I'll link it up.
Buddy Davis, a real-life explorer and dinosaur hunter.
shouldn't be too harsh because this is 2002, so 3D technology wasn't at its prime yet. But I can't help it! Humans were made from clay. And where did that clay come from, Super Dark? Where did that clay come from? I guess the clay was made out of nothing. Exactly! So humans by proxy were made out of nothing.
I have an idea. The crazy young inventor who is sure to make you laugh. Travel along with
Cool.
your sidekick Proto, the amazing
Proto.
robotic dinosaur.
They're just ripping off Jurassic Park at this point. Jurassic Park? Jurassic Park. I mean Jurassic Park. Y'all know. We all know what I'm talking about. Is the battles between audio okay, by the way? Trying to make everything sound lovely for y'all.
And see the world through his incredible Proto-vision. But wait, forget virtual reality. See the world through biblical reality. VR.
Remember when virtual reality was just some niche fad?
Glasses show you the evidence from a biblical point of view. Get ready to learn, laugh, and rediscover the amazing truth about dinosaurs and man.
This
and
editing
go on
is so
some
terrible.
unexpected adventures into the past with the Creation Adventure Team, a Jurassic Ark mystery. 6 short days, one big adventure. Now available.
Where can I buy it? Just kidding, I'm not gonna buy it. Don't buy from these people. Don't buy from Gospel Communications International Inc. The quality of this puppet animatronic thing is very high. I'm assuming it's just a guy in a suit. I'm assuming it's just a guy in the suit, and they're claiming it's a robot because, you know, if dinosaurs came back from the life, that would be necromancy, and necromancy is Satanism. I'm just trying to get into the minds of an evangelical here, okay? Answers! In Genesis. Ministries. It's an excellent fursuit. Is the animatronic dinosaur a furry? Someone clip that. This program was shot in widescreen. It has black bars on the top and bottom of the screen. I'm guessing, so that's why it was cropped. Okay. Makes sense. I forgive this person for doing that then. Let's continue.
If you like adventure, then join our team exploring mysteries few have seen. Get your hiking boots and your backpack too. Join us in our search for truth.
What the fuck is this cinematography?
Kayak ride.
Slow down. It's obvious CGI arrow. Because I guess GoPro didn't exist.
We're out exploring to clear the doubt. The Discovery team is out and about.
Obvious
We're
green
out
screen.
exploring to clear the doubt. The Discovery team is out and about.
The Creation Adventure Team. 6 short days, one big adventure.
ABC Cam, now online.
I can't believe I made this. I am a genius. Wow. Look how big these
What?
blades of grass are.
What the fuck am I? What the fuck is this?
Day 3.
Where am I?
Grass was made on day 3? Super Dark. I know you're well versed in the Old Testament. What's the basic rundown of what was made in like the first 6 days? Because I know there was nothing made on the 7th day because that's the worship day. But what about the other 6 days?
Spider. Day 6.
The thing is
Day
huge.
6.
Grasshopper. Day 6.
Well, Super Dark, you have the most biblical knowledge out of my regulars, so you're well versed.
This thing is fantastic.
What? Were they trying to make that into like a thing in fundamentalist circles? Fantasgreat? Is it because stick sounds similar to witch, and that's witchcraft and therefore Satanism?
Bruno,
Turns and I
the
should have.
ABC camp. It works.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah!
I took a remote control camera and a piece of used bubble gum.
Ew.
I like to call this one
That's
Already
littering.
Been Chewed camp.
Oh, come on. That's disgusting.
You and me both, furry dinosaur.
But very cool.
Okay, that should do it. Looks like we're ready.
Just how did life begin? It's been said that we are the result of an explosion. Is this true? Is this scientific? Or is it just based on a belief?
Now that's what you call ironic.
On a belief.
Danger, intruder, approaching. Danger, venom, squashing. Danger.
What the fuck is this cinematography?
Evan, I need this
got it right here. I didn't think you were coming.
Ivan, I need the BR. Thanks.
Oh, Alec, be careful, and whatever you do, don't let it get away.
How important they are. Oh, Alec! Watch out for the...
Danger, intruder, approaching. Danger,
Oh, no.
venom,
What?
squashing. Danger, venom,
What?
squashing. Danger, venom,
What's going on? I don't know what's going on!
Bad.
Help! At least the inventor character is clearly having fun with his role. He's going all ham. He knows the shit he's pulled. Ew! You don't take bubblegum off your shoe with your bare fingers. Use a knife and gloves. That's the proper way. This entire bit is disgusting. Please, please just stop. Stop it with this stupid gum gimmick. This is gross.
Oh, what is that? Yuck!
What the fuck was that? What the fuck did that have to do with anything?
About 15 billion years ago, there was only matter and energy. It was just floating out in outer space. And
I love how they're just trying to show that evolution is incorrect because... Okay, let me guess how this is going to turn out. Teacher says, like, evolution is the correct way, and this child, Alec, is going to question it, and the teacher's like, shut the fuck up, Alec. This is true. You're wrong. Shut the fuck up. So she's going to go on an adventure with her biblical reality glasses and prove the teacher wrong with her facts and logic coming straight from the Bible. I'm guessing that's how this is turning out.
Whoops. I'm sorry. Sorry.
little, I'm back. Ow, can you hurry it up?
I'm sorry.
That's enough. Continue, please.
Why is the teacher wearing pigtails?
ABC Camp, now online.
You're still alive!
Anyways, before I was interrupted, Alec.
I hooked the camera controls up to the helmet. Sit back and relax.
Virgin.
It's movie time.
Then somehow,
Capture.
who knows how or why, it was compacted in this teeny tiny little speck about the size of a period on this page. It was so full of energy it made a bang. Big bang!
Whoa!
And then after millions of years of evolution and fish and
Oh,
bugs
that's not
and
the teacher.
hairy apes,
That's the,
we all just kind of
that's a 20-year-old trying to be a teenager.
Thank you.
Clearly, she didn't take this seriously. She gets an F for half-assing it. Speaking of which, how old are these kids supposed to be? We didn't, like, go straight into evolutionary biology until, like, AP Bio, I think. But then again, I'm American.
Thank you very much, Tara. Let's encourage her, please.
They named her Tara.
All right. I believe it is Alex's turn. If you would come up and give us your science report.
Okay, guys, listen up. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
It's gonna be about creationism, isn't it? God, I hated that. I hate that people take the Bible as some sort of, like, historically true document. It's like, why? Why?
My report is on how God created the world in 6 actual days and not million and billions of years.
She's gonna prove him wrong with facts and logic! Oh, hey, Andrew! Welcome to whatever this is. I think that's part of the 8th grade curriculum with Common Core. I did not take normal science in 8th grade. I took IPC, which is just half chemistry, half physics. It was terrible, but they made me take it.
What? Well, it's true. That's what.
Well, it's true.
That could actually happen. I mean,
Oh,
Yep.
come on, don't listen to them.
I told you so! She was going to talk about creationism, and she's gonna be, and everyone's gonna say, "You're wrong, little bitch!"
Project. And may I remind the class that a science project and science itself cannot be based upon blind faith. It has
That
to
is
be
true.
based upon 3 things. Scientific fact is based upon 3 things. What are they? Observable,
Capturing.
testable, and together?
And repeatable.
Thank you. Remember,
I mean,
that
that's
any
true.
event that is not observable, testable, and repeatable is not a fact. It's a theory.
That is
Exactly.
true. And that's why most things in science are theories that are just generally considered to be true because they've been shown to be true. Creationism is not a theory. It's a myth.
Some theories are just more valid than others.
And I would agree with that.
What?
Yeah, well, where is it?
Is there something wrong?
Give her the glasses.
No, oh, here they
Give
are.
her the glasses. Give her the glasses.
Oh no!
Try these on.
What
Try
are
these.
these for?
They're biblical reality glasses. They help.
Okay, first of all, I just realized that this Alec character looks like she's a 30-year-old woman trying to be a 12-year-old girl. And second of all, how has she not been beaten up yet? This is the early 2000s. Bullying was still an issue. What?
Help you see things the way they really.
Oh, Andrew, you missed the beginning. So they use these biblical reality glasses, which are play on virtual reality because this is the early 2000s, in order to prove, I guess, that the Bible is true?
Really are.
I really don't think these are necessary.
Oh, it's necessary.
Why won't she just play along with the girl and put the glasses on? That would have been, you know, funny. Is there a sentient bipedal turtle? No, that's an animatronic dinosaur. Played by a man in a dinosaur suit, of course, but it's supposed to be an animatronic dinosaur. Not a real one, of course, because, you know, if animals came to life and could actually speak, that would be a sin against God.
Necessary.
Well, go ahead, try them. It's part of my presentation. I have enough for the whole class. Just try them on. They'll really help
Just
you.
this once.
Here, take one.
Come on.
They're all eye patches.
Initiating BR. Uploading to BR. Creation, mankind, created on day 6.
How do these things work? I'm not impressed. This unlimited.
Finally! Now
So basically, they've lost all sense of peripheral vision, which is very fitting because super religious people cannot believe what they see with their own eyes.
it's time to show them what it's all about.
There's words in there?
Just how did life...
And this is the part that appeared on Jesus Camp, which inspired me to do this stream in the first place. So if you get mad at me for showing this, don't blame me, blame Jesus Camp.
begin?
You should look into the evangelical aspects of the Land Before Time at some point. I'll take a look at that when I can. I never watched Land Before Time as a kid. The only thing I know is that the actress who played Ducky was brutally murdered. But other than that, I know nothing. Protoceratops.
That we are the result of an explosion. Is this true?
Yes.
Is this scientific?
Yes.
Or is it just based on a belief?
That's what creationism's based on.
What?
Was it an explosion? Did we come from a glob of goo?
What the f- He's playing with Nickelodeon slime.
Some scientists tell us that we evolved from chemicals over millions of years.
Humans are basically chemicals. We share like half of our genetic code with bananas, I believe. Not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure that's true. I read that somewhere. They don't see how ridiculous it is to like depend on whether or not we'll have the whole argument depend on the biblical reality glasses. Lovely, lovely CGI goo ball there.
We're the result of random chance, the survival of the fittest, and some people present this as fact.
That is true. Like, don't know how much this was spammed to y'all when y'all were kids, but when I was in school, back when I was a little younger and in school, we learned about this thing about moths in the UK. You see, back then the trees used to be white bark, so the white-spotted moths had the advantage, and there weren't in as much as the black-spotted moths, which were super-duper rare. But then the Industrial Revolution happened, and coal dust covered the trees, making the stems, or trunks, black. This resulted in the white-colored moths being destroyed with facts and logic, and the black-colored moths increasing in population because, you know, they could camouflage. That's how survival of the fittest works, by the way. Oh yeah, this is basically indoctrination, Ghost Eye. I originally found out about this video through a documentary about the indoctrination of children in fundamentalist Christian sects.
But is this valid? Anything more
than
just a belief?
Yes.
Many say that we have no real purpose, and there's no God to answer to. But that's not true.
Fuck you!
The Bible says that in the beginning we were designed by a loving and an intelligent creator with a plan and a purpose.
Who hates gay marriage and abortion.
That purpose is to know and enjoy him.
And can't I, like, enjoy him in a way that isn't like your way of enjoying him? What I'm saying is that I want a sexual relationship with God.
So how can creation and evolution be so different?
Think about it. We all live in the present.
We have the same Earth, same animals, same stars, same evidence.
Now look, the facts are all the same. The facts are all the same. But we start with different beliefs about the past. Evolution teaches that we're the result of millions and millions.
Did the tape skip, or was this really how they edited it? What the fuck?
Millions of years of death, disease,
What the
struggle,
fuck?
and the dinosaurs died off long before
Brilliant 2D animation, as you see here, folks.
man ever even evolved. Now,
What? I was not expecting clip art of a man being gunned to death, but here we are.
biblical creation, on the other hand, shows us that originally everything was created in just 6 days. That's right, 6. You can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go.
You're gonna have a lot of information to work with here, Super Doc. Which apparently the whole thing bases even in the American text. The original was no man shall lay with a child, but the church went, nah, this won't do for a homophobic narrative. Let's change it. Yeah, pretty much. God at work.
That original creation changed because of something that happened in our history. Something that still affects us even today.
Eat this and you will be like God.
First of all, why did they give the snake a foreign accent? And second off, why did they literally make Adam and Eve naked? Isn't this supposed to be for children? What am I saying? They should have been gunned to death.
Yeah, that was truly the saddest event in the history of the universe.
Sid!
What does this have to do with science?
I'm with you, pigtailed girl. Pigtailed 26-year-old. I'm with you. This has nothing to do with science. Religion was made to try and explain things that science could not at the time. It is now 2021. We now know that animals were not created by a god.
Well, first you have to know what science is.
What?
See, the study of origins, like how the earth was made. That's not science. It's not science. It's just a belief.
That's not how it works, buddy.
Just a belief.
Some theories are just more valid than others.
Shut the fuck up, kiddo.
We can't observe the origin of the universe, and history can't be repeated. Science is basically forced into guessing how the evidence got there.
See, history cannot...
That's why religion was made. I just explained that. Bastards.
Be observable, testable, or repeatable.
So what is science?
Did the tape skip, or did they really edit it like this? What the fuck is with these weird edits?
And what is a belief?
Uploading to BR.
They got an animatronic dinosaur furry. Of course it wasn't cheap.
See, science gives us great things like medicine and hot air balloons.
Little did they know that, many fundamentalists would end up being anti-medicine in the future.
Electricity.
And seizures.
And even the space shuttle. Wow.
The argument... I can't find any information regarding the production of this garbage fire. You're looking for it, Andrew? Well, get back to us if you can find anything on it. What year is this from? 2002. The argument is, well, you know, evolution is a theory, science is just believing in theories, that's a belief, and our creationism theory is better because reasons. Just put on the goggles. Put on the goggles! Put on the goggles, kids! Put on the goggles, kids! We're gonna take you on an adventure, kids!
Don't forget the robotic dinosaurs.
Again, he's a robotic dinosaur because, you know, if it was a real animal that was able to speak human tongue, that would be sinful.
And fat-free junk food. And fat-free junk food.
Like... What?
Fat-free junk food. All of these are achieved by doing experiments in the present, analyzing what happened, and then doing more experiments.
If you Google the name of this movie, we're right after it just gets results of the Jurassic Park films. Well, this is obviously a Jurassic Park knockoff. Try try Creation Adventure Team Christian VHS.
To test those ideas.
None of these conflict with God's word. In fact, did you know that the Bible accurately described a number of scientific facts way before modern science even discovered them?
Well, you know, astronomy was a thing before the 18th century. Is it supposed to be a Super Size Me reference? No, Super Size Me became... I believe Super Size Me came after that. Super Size Me was like 2003, right?
Such as, you know, that your Earth is round and hangs on nothing.
Tell that to the flat earthers.
The ocean currents, commonly called the paths of the seas in the Bible. And hygiene. Oh, hygiene.
See, everything has a tendency to go from order to
Epic
disorder,
comedy!
not the other way around, like evolution teaches.
But God, who knows everything, wrote the events of creation down for us in the Bible. It's the history book of the...
Yes, because as we know, God himself wrote the Bible. He just sat down on the 8th day and wrote down everything.
Universe!
It's his story, get it?
See, evolution has no real answer for where matter and energy came from in the first place.
Imaging. Replay.
Hey, that's me. I'm sorry.
I'm guessing she's supposed to be the bitch character. God, we're only 14 minutes in. Astronomy was invented by shepherds trying to kill time. As someone who homeschools my children prefers to keep them untainted by the insane ideals perpetuated by modern society, this is a wonderful way to introduce them to the wonders of creationism. The school scenes were especially well done. When the girl convinces the mentally enslaved members of her class to accept the divine truth of mankind's existence, I highly suggest this film for families who want to entertain and educate their children. That's a real review? That's a real review? What? What? Link this to me, please! Please link this to me!
I really don't know how that got there.
Downloading video library. Dr. Noah Tall.
You know, I must admit that
obvious
there are
pathetic
some
chin
in the scientific community that are not completely opposed to the concept of an intelligent
obvious
designer.
actor,
I mean,
obvious actor,
it is not
obvious
law,
actor,
no
obvious
possibility
actor, obvious
that we could have
actor,
in fact been
obvious
created
actor.
and deposited here on Earth so that we could propagate our species. And if that is so, then we could in fact be direct descendants of space aliens. Space aliens.
I did not expect us to get into History Channel territory, but here we are.
Excuse me, I was just wondering if maybe you could explain where the aliens came from.
Some scientists spend a great deal of time and money searching for higher intelligence. Now, they recognize that it took a designer, but they don't want to admit.
Wasn't Wasn't there a couple months ago that Israeli dude who claimed that, oh yeah, aliens are real, the government's aware the whole alien thing is just a cover-up? Wasn't there a dude that did that a couple months back? I don't remember. I don't remember anything anymore.
That the ultimate designer is God.
Aliens didn't like white people. I just had to say it.
The Bible says that on day one, the beginning, God created the heavens. Whoa!
Whoa!
And the earth. And God said, "Let there be light." Cool. Evening passed and morning came. That was day one.
Evening passed and morning came. That was day one.
Some folks say that a day
What city was this filmed in? If this was filmed in Houston, I'm suing.
means more than 24 hours, and it is true that some words have many meanings. For instance, in my day, it
what?
took 2 days to cross the desert during...
I know they're supposed to be imitating an old man here, but this sounds awfully ableist.
The day.
See, there are 3 separate meanings.
You can buy this on DVD for 15 bucks.
6 days of creation.
I'm not paying for this shit.
But we're actually long.
Well, time wasn't standardized for a long time. Now, what's it? What's it, animatronic dinosaur? Well, Moses did stutter. Yeah, but... I don't know. This just feels wrong to me, you know?
Periods of time.
In Genesis, in the original Hebrew text, the word for day is yom.
Super dark. Super dark. Can you confirm this? Can you confirm or deny this? Also, wasn't the Bible not originally written in Hebrew, but a predecessor to Hebrew? Wasn't it? I might be wrong here. And if I am, I do apologize.
In Genesis, in the original Hebrew text,
Super dark, are you here? Yom is a word for day. Okay.
the word for day is yom.
But was the Bible written in a predecessor to Hebrew, though? That's the question. Aramaic or something. It varies from book to book. I mean, the Bible wasn't written in a single language. That is true. Anyway, thank you for joining, Andrew. This has been fun.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yum!
Obvious. Pimple is obvious. It was Hebrew and Aramaic. Okay.
Oh, yom. Y-O-M. Yom always means an ordinary day when it's used with the words evening, morning, or with a number.
Is this correct, Super Dark? Don't mock my language, you fucking Christians. Is this correct, though, at least? Or are they very, very wrong? So the fundamentalists just lie of doing this shit. Well, Jesus Camp, they were in the Midwest. I think so. Yom is both daytime and also a full 24-hour period. Okay.
And that's the way it's used every time in Genesis chapter 1. They were 6 literal 24-hour days.
Were days measured in 24-hour increments back in the day, though? That's my real question.
And not millions of years.
Well, you know, humans only existed for like less than 1,000,000 years, so whatevs.
In the beginning. In the beginning. Yes.
Again, prosthetic chin.
It certainly has possibilities. God. No. I would rather and prefer that we remain within the confines of
The prosthetic chin is showing.
science.
When we add such massive time spans to Genesis,
Massive!
what we're doing is taking man's opinion of billions of years to the Bible. What we really need to do is to take God's word and use it
The Bible is bisexual, confirmed.
to explain the evidence. So, how do we choose to interpret the evidence? So,
I love how they just went to the courtroom green screen for this. Our clock system comes from the Egyptians. As far as I know, they counted 12 hours in a day, sorry, not dawn. But I don't know how they treated nights. I think they also treated nights at 12-hour increments. I've looked a bit into the mythos behind the Knights of Ra, the god of the sun, and I do believe they were 12-hour increments from dusk to dawn, from dusk to dawn. Because each increment had a different vibe to it, I believe? I don't know. It's a while since I've looked into it, but still. Also, our numbering system is based off the Arabic numbering system. Just saying. Vibe's a good word. I don't know how to explain it. There are like different trials, like in 1 hour there's like a bunch of snakes, in another hour there's not a bunch of snakes, but still, the alcohol's getting to me.
all around us. Now, the Bible clearly says that we're not here by accident. We're not here by accident. So the question is, can we accept that?
Stop repeating stuff, stop repeating stuff, stop repeating stuff, stop repeating stuff.
On day 2, God created the atmosphere around the Earth. This is what enabled the Earth to support life.
It's kind of like your typical greenhouse, eh?
That was day 2. Then, on day 3, God created the dry land and all the plant life. And
Plants can't really survive without water, though, unless if it's like succulents or cacti. So, were plants made before water? That's the deal? On Sunset, a bunch of monkeys always see Ra's corpse as he goes to the underworld and mourn loudly. Yeah, I remembered that, they were people who would mourn loudly. There was a thing that would mourn loudly at sunset due to the death of Ra. I did not remember that it was monkeys, though. Thank you, Super Dark. Thank you, Super Dark. But correct me if I'm wrong. Water was made after plants, right? If we take into account the whole biblical thing. Because I know Israel's like a fucking desert. So the plants may not need nearly as much water to survive, but, you know, the rainforests and shit exist. Water was made on the first day. Okay. Thank you for clarifying, Super Dark.
let them produce after their own kind.
That means orchids are orchids, roses are roses, and, you got lots of variety, but each after their own kind.
But flowers, at least that are sold, are selectively bred. Same goes for produce.
Oh, yeah.
It's only half desert. My point still stands.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, these vines are great!
Obvious green screen. He just committed a robbery.
Don't eat the plants.
The plants did not evolve to be eaten, ya bitch.
And that was day 3.
Okay, how could there have been any plants without sunlight?
Because light, you just heard that light was made on the first day. Ya idiot.
Makes sense that the plants survived. Because the sun, moon, and stars were created the very next day. They only had to survive for 24 hours, not millions.
By that logic, plants can technically survive without sunlight. So, get your facts and logic right? Yeah, bitches?
Millions of years.
A light was created on day 1 anyway. I mean, the sun is not the only source of light.
It was on day 4 that God spoke the sun, moon, and stars into place. That God spoke the sun, moon, and stars into place.
Stop repeating stuff, stop repeating stuff, stop repeating stuff, stop repeating stuff, stop repeating stuff.
Day 4.
Yeah, well, God placed the moon 384,000 kilometers away from the Earth.
That's 240,000 miles. The exact
Hey, you want to run down the first 6 days of the compliant flower? Are you happy they're catering to you? Not like this! Not like this! Never like this! Da 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 da! Sun is not the only source of light, but it is the main source of light.
The tides would wipe out the continent twice a day. I think that bears repeating.
Okay. The tape's not skipping. This is literally how they edited it. What the fuck?
Twice a day.
Twice? Sorry, I laughed.
They left the extended cut in.
Twice a day.
And we would drown. We would drown.
Tides mix the ocean water. It's what keeps the ocean clean. Now if the...
That's under the assumption that the ocean is clean, which it is not because of the epic littering we have done in the past decades. I kind of miss these scientific creationists. They would come up with shitty sentences like that, or the creationists nowadays who are just weirdo flat earthers. At least these creationists know that the earth is round. God.
If the moon were farther away, the ocean would be all this disgusting and...
So basically Galveston. TLDR, if you're in Texas, don't go to Galveston for the beach. There are only 3 reasons you would want to visit Galveston. Number 1, you know someone from there and you want to visit them. Number 2, Moody Gardens, those 3 giant-ass pyramids where they have a zoo and an aquarium and something else I don't 100% remember, or the boardwalk. You go to Corpus Christi for the beaches, not Galveston. You go to Corpus Christi. And even then, it's not the best. Last time I went on like a real, not tropical beach vacation, it was in Alabama, and God, those beaches were beautiful. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. Is it Galveston where that coastal oil refinery blew up in the 60s? Yes, and it also gets the bulk of the litter that is filtered by the Mississippi River Delta. I've cut my leg on glass at the Galveston beaches before. It's not a pleasant experience to visit the beaches at Galveston. Don't do it. Also, that's just seaweed, isn't it? You eat seaweed. That's not like a bad thing.
Disgusting stuff.
The oceans would be a lot saltier if minerals had been running into them for billions of years. I mean,
Or, you know, you filter salt water. Also, isn't the Dead Sea, like, salty AF? Like, if you drink the water from the Dead Sea, you die.
I mean, there's simply not enough salt in the oceans for them to be that old.
And helium.
Did you look up, like, did you look up photos of Galveston, Albert?
Table of elements.
It's constantly escaping from the deep rocks where it's produced into our sky.
Helium's a gas. And it's not even a significant gas.
But most of it...
It's also, I believe, flammable? Isn't helium flammable? I might be wrong in this.
It doesn't get past the atmosphere.
Oh yeah, it's salty as whole fuck. You floated it. At least a thin layer of salt on you when you dry out from it. Ah, okay. So you would, like, float on it for, like, the thrills or, like, therapeutic reasons, cause, you know, salt water.
Over billions and billions of years, the concentration of helium would be really high.
The sun has once again been positioned at exactly the right distance from the Earth.
If it were closer, we would burn.
The sun is a star. Nah, it's a noble guy's party. You have to get to react to anything. Okay. Good to know. Thank you for clarifying, Albert. As you can see, chemistry was not my best subject. I'm a lot better with life sciences, like biology and environmental science, than, like, chemistry or physics. I also had a shitty chemistry teacher. She wasn't a bad person by all means. It was her first year. She was a lovely person. She transferred from, like, an inner city school to one of the best schools in the city, so it was a big leap. Also, this is why the ozone layer exists. Without the ozone layer, we'd be dead. We're not even halfway through!
We would...
Nuclear winter!
It's not a pleasant experience.
Nuclear winter.
The Earth spins on its axis at the perfect speed. If it were too slow, spots would be too hot. Or too cold. If it were faster, it'd be crazy windy. Here we go.
No, it wouldn't. That's not how wind currents work. Do not pee in the Dead Sea as if it were a public pool. You will face pain worse than you can imagine. Good to know. Thank you.
The atmosphere's thickness protects us from the 20 million meteors that hit the Earth each day at speeds averaging 10 miles per second. The vast majority burn up before they reach the ground.
The vast majority burn up before they reach the stratosphere. This credit does feel like it's going a lot quicker than Dorby's.
That's just a fraction of the many details that God designed specifically with a purpose. If even one of those was all
Even one!
disastrous.
Now, what explosion do you know of today that could ever create such order?
Chernobyl.
Then on day 5, our creator made all the sea creatures.
Under the sea. Under the sea. There's creationism under the sea.
A dolphin is wonderfully designed. It uses a form of sonar to help it find...
Did you know that dolphins are the only other mammal that have sex for pleasure? Bet you the creationists didn't think of that, did they?
And its food and navigate.
And how long has the dolphin
It's
existed?
like the sonar on a submarine.
So this is how the submarine plays into this.
By the way, the first sonar created on day 5.
But that's not the first scientifically manipulated sonar now, is it? Albert, what are you implying?
5 degrees down angle on the bow.
5 degrees down angle on the bow, sir. Aye, aye.
I'm willing to bet this isn't a real submarine. It's the Nemo submarine adventure.
He also made all the creatures
A
of the air.
Disney. Creatures of the air, like the Galapagos birds. Ah, Lord. So when I took AP Bio my junior year of high school, we started off with evolutionary biology. And my teacher for there, this lovely lady from New Zealand, although she spent most of her life in the States, she is a citizen of New Zealand as well, and she has the New Zealand accent. What was I saying? Oh yeah. She talked quite a bit about how on the Galapagos Islands you would see birds technically the same like kind of bird, but with different beaks depending on their main food source. Like, beaks adapted for eating insects or fruits or shit. And, they evolved to have beneficial beaks for their food source. So, evolution is still a thing. Also, the moth thing. The moth thing I mentioned earlier. I'm not going to repeat it. Now they're in the swamps. They're in the swamps of Florida, because that's where the flamingos are, I think. What the fuck
How
are they
do you
doing?
like this guy? It's an eastern screech owl. Isn't it wonderful? Look at these feathers on the top of its head. A lot of people think that this here is actually ears, but it's not ears. The ears are located right back here. And
I know.
these feathers are actually used as a camouflage, so it helps the bird
I
to disguise
know.
itself.
You know how the owl developed that? Mr. Buddy? Evolution!
Isn't this guy cool? It's a boat-billed heron. They're from Central and South America. Look at those great big eyes.
They developed it through
This means that it's active
evolution.
mainly at night. You know that a bird's body is made of the lightest and strongest materials imaginable.
Because of
Almost all the bones are
evolution, you
hollow. This means
bitch!
that they
You
can take to the
bitch!
air.
I'm
They can take
losing
to the air.
patience for you. What,
And they're
what the
very
fuck?
light and incredibly stable. It's amazing.
Planes and hang gliders are actually patterned after a bird's body for this very reason.
No shit, Sherlock!
Thank you, Chuck. Ready to go.
No shit! So he is not gonna go to like the stratosphere area, because I'm assuming that's not a pressurized plane, so it's not meant to be like over 6 miles above ground. Whoa!
It's a horseshoe crab shell.
It's a horseshoe crab shell. Whoa! What the fuck's going on? What's going on? They went to a bird sanctuary to film that. Yeah. They weren't cheap enough to use local birds, but they were too cheap to actually travel to location.
Will he escape certain pollution? Will we ever want to see him again?
Motherfucker's getting nuked! Oh my god!
What they do?
What's...
Well, they're not quite designed to do that.
What's going on?
That was day 5, and God said that it was good. The next morning, God created...
Yeah, but God kept saying how good it was when... Okay. Let me refill my water bottle and I'll tell you all this story. Okay? God. People who, like, don't watch my streams are missing out on some deep Flowergothic lore. Like, oh my god. Okay, here's your 25-minute point deep Flowergothic lore. I went to an evening Easter Mass once. It was not my choice. My grandfather was getting confirmed into the Catholic Church, so, you know, we had to go and support him. Because my grandmother is a... This is not the same grandma I mentioned a couple months ago, or in my May video, the one that's dying. This is not the same grandma. Just to clarify. All 4 of my grandparents are alive. My paternal grandmother is deeply, deeply Catholic. Insisted that her children be raised Catholic. My dad and his 3 siblings, therefore, were raised Catholic. So, few years back, around like 2016, 2017, my grandfather decided to convert to Catholicism. He was originally Methodist. But when you're like, how old was he? Like, he was like in his late 70s by then. And this is the time when, like, you know, you don't have that many people left for you to chill with. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, during the Easter Mass, which was also like the baptism / confirmation of some people, there was a guy, he did some like scripture reading, and part of it was from the book of Genesis, and he was like, and on the 4th day, God created the plants, and God saw how good they were. Also, the mayor not the mayor. The priest sounded exactly like Mayor Quimby. Oh, God. This brings back some memories. I wore combat boots to that. I wore combat boots to Easter Mass because we had to travel to this, and I forgot my dress shoes at home, so I had to wear the shoes I came with, and those were my combat boots. Oh, this was not Texas. This was Louisiana. My paternal side of the family is a lot of it's based in Louisiana. I was born in Louisiana.
Animals.
Including dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs! You know, whose skeletons are carbon dated.
The Lord filled the earth with all kinds of land animals and everything that creeps on the earth.
God.
And let them produce after their own kind. Cats are still cats.
I'm guessing the animatronic dinosaur is allergic to cats.
And there are variations within the kind.
You know how that was achieved? Evolution.
But they don't change from one kind of animal to a totally different other kind of animal.
Because they descended from a common ancestor that is now extinct. That's how evolution works. You cunt!
Cats are cats are cats. There can be variations within the kind. But you never
Aww.
find one kind of cat changing into anything other.
Aww. Okay, TBF, the cats are cute.
Oh, by the
I
way,
want a cat.
did you know in the original creation, all animals were designed to be vegetarians?
Even this snake I have right here.
So, are they trying to tell us that we should be vegetarians? Is that what they're implying? What did you see, Albert? Where do you want me to rewind to?
Did you guys happen to see my snake anywhere? It's not in here. I'm just kidding, it's right here.
She has a snake. Yes, apparently she has a snake. At this point, I don't even know anymore. But I guess it does prove that this is a 30-year-old, because I'm pretty sure minors handling snakes is against some kind of labor law. I don't know. I don't care at this point. I just noticed it says Darwin on the chalkboard. I think that's funny. I'm just not laughing because I'm so done with this shit. I just want this to be over already. Let's keep watching.
Well, actually, you should put it in the box. It's best for snakes, and I'm sure it's better for us. Why don't you put it in the box? Thank you.
Put it back in the box, bitch!
Wow, these guys are beautiful. Just look at the markings all over them. Anacondas, pythons, and boa constrictors.
My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon.
Which brings us to one of God's strangest designs. It's the platypus. See, it isn't a combination of several different animals like some would like to think. It isn't made of a duck, a rooster, or a beaver all mixed together. It was
Honestly, I have no comment. I don't give a shit.
intended that way by God. On the sixth day, after God created animals, he created the very first man, and his name was Adam. See, we were made in the image
so
of God,
done
with
with
a plan and a purpose. We didn't evolve from animals.
Hang on, how much alcohol by volume is this? What's the alcohol by volume? 13.5. I'm gonna need something stronger. BRB.
Adam named all the animals. God saw that Adam was still alone. So God put Adam to sleep.
But didn't what language Adam spoke?
Companion.
Yep, bitch.
It's okay. God looks at everything he just created, and it was awesome. But here's the cool part. By doing it all in 6 days.
And God saw how good it was.
6 days of work.
And God saw how good it was.
Yep. he was pretty much thinking of us the whole time. Simply awesome.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh!
Really
We don't actually have that much left. We only have, like, 6 minutes left. The rest of this is just credits and shit.
awesome.
Okay.
This is shorter
The
than I
world
thought it
was
was going to
created
be.
so perfectly, then why is there so much suffering and destruction going on?
True!
God created a perfect world. People were created in the image of God. Now, suffering is the result of the first man, Adam, and his choices in the Garden of Eden.
You know, the thing that, you know, totally
It
exists.
wasn't God's fault.
Call humans since there's only one language before Babel. Oh yeah, the Babel story. Oh yeah, you know, cause you know,
It's kind of like when a king or a leader
humans
of a country
didn't
makes a bad
develop
decision.
language on their own because you know we have differently evolved cerebrums. We God gave us the gift of language. Obviously, that's how it works. Ow!
Or they would die.
I hit my
Instead,
tooth in the
they
bottle.
sinned. They chose to ignore God's command, and it affected all of creation.
Sin? But wait, what's sin to you?
Sin is non-existent. When we die, we go back to the deep sleep in which we came. I fear it every day of my life, much like how I fear the iCarly video that's coming. Shit! God, I'm drinking a lot, haven't I?
Corruption equals evil equals sin.
So basically you're saying that all modern governments are sinful. I mean, that's true.
Rebellion, the willful breaking of God's laws, because all mankind rebelled in Adam. All
Wonderful 2D animation! Wonderful animation, gag!
All around us, but that's not how it was originally designed to be.
Time of creation, Garden of Eden, approximately 6,000 years ago. To sin.
My nightmares do not involve sin, they involve iCarly. iCarly has invaded my brain. My dreams and nightmares are of iCarly. My mind is nothing but iCarly
It's like an archer hitting
references.
a perfect bullseye all day long.
I doubt you did that. That was added in post. 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 I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Was ruined.
When Adam sinned, he missed the mark.
Sorry, Proto. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Because of this, God's perfect creation was corrupted.
The CGI dinosaur was corrupted.
That was so not cool, Alex.
The Bible even explains why there's beauty and death in the world at the same time. Oh, it's because we live in a broken creation. Gotta go.
Broken
See, there was no
creation.
death, disease, or bloodshed before Adam rebelled. Sadly, God had to kill an innocent animal to clothe Adam and Eve and to cover their sin. This was the very first death. The Bible tells us when animals were created and the people were designed special, even why we find fossils all over the earth.
Oh yeah, see, most of the fossils were actually formed by a global flood. Even that's mentioned in Genesis.
Alex, the snake!
Wait, what?
Global flood. Even that's mentioned in Genesis.
Alex, the snake!
Oh no, the snake! Oh no, my ABC cam!
It's incredible acting for the students. Yeah.
Great. So we all have to live and pay for some guy's named Adam's mistake forever?
Yes! Because that's how religion works,
Sounds like a
apparently.
great plan.
God did have a plan, Tara. Now listen closely. He sent his only son, Jesus, who is willing to suffer and die on our behalf and pay the penalty for our sins. Now he died on a cross, But on the third day, he rose again, conquering all death, so that one day we can come back to God and live in a perfect world, a new heaven and a new earth. The Bible says if we confess our sins, that's the condition. God will forgive us, and that's the promise. That means that no matter what we've done.
So basically, if I apologize for my sins on my deathbed, I'm good to go. Good to know! Thank you!
Past, present, or future, God will forgive us and wipe the slate clean. Now that's a plan.
See, if the Bible's true, and I believe it is, it should be able to explain the evidence, and it does.
Let me get one thing straight. You're telling me that all the beauty that we see outside is only a fraction of what it was supposed to be?
Yes, it was supposed to be a perfect world. There wasn't supposed to be any sin or suffering or anything. But because of Adam's sin, everything changed. But God has a plan to restore it someday. Well, that's the end of my presentation.
What about that flood you mentioned? What about the dinosaur fossils? This must be
What flood? No flood was mentioned from what I remember.
Dinosaurs are mentioned in the Bible, but that's a whole other report.
This actually makes more sense.
Did you guys happen to see my snake? It was just here a minute ago.
Go again. Yep. Here we go.
Okay, skipping. And apparently it's done. Okay, we're done here. Bye! Bye-bye!